Alright, this next song is about a fish. So in the deep sea, it's really hard to make a living because there's no sunlight, which is what almost all ecosystems are based upon. And if you don't have sunlight, you have to survive on something else, or there's no life at all. And so what it is based on down there is something called marine snow, which is life that is based on sunlight, eventually dies, and then decaying plant and animal matter fall down through the water until something eats it. And that is a lovely term, marine snow, for a pretty gross thing. But there are whole ecosystems based on marine snow, and marine snow is able to feed not just the things that eat it, but also things that eat the things that eat it. And the deep sea anglerfish is one of those. It's hard, especially hard to be a predator because there's even less food if you're up the food chain one step. So when a deep sea anglerfish, like, it's time to make the next generation of fish, if you're the only fish within like a cubic mile of ocean, it is really very difficult to figure out how to, find that person. Like, we all have a hard enough time here when there's people all around. Imagine. And so what the anglerfish's solution to this problem is that there's a tremendous sexual dimorphism where a female anglerfish is a normal-looking thing. Normal, well, it's weird looking, but it's a normal fish. And then the male anglerfish, when it's born, it's basically just a nose, some fins, and testicles, like sex organs. And its entire job is to like swim in the direction of a female anglerfish, sniffing her out, like he uses his nose to sniff one out. And if he finds one, he'll bite her. And he latches on and doesn't ever let go. Because in fact, there's an enzyme in a female anglerfish's skin that dissolved his lips, and then their circulatory systems fuse together until he is fed by her heart. We've met this guy before, right? And then like his body just sort of like senesces into hers until it's just like a pair of nuts hanging off the side. And then when it's time to make the next generation of anglerfish, she releases eggs into the water, releases a hormone into her blood, which causes the testicles to release sperm. They merge together, and the next generation of anglerfish is born. I thought that story was so beautiful that I wrote a song about it. Here it is. Yes, it's true that I once went through life as a guy who always had to rhyme life with strife. Yes, I've been burned and I've been spurned, and through it all, my friends, I've learned that love is not about whether you get stabbed, it's how slow the knife gets turned. But my friends, I found an animal who doesn't feel this pain, and my life is so much better now that I can feel the same. 'Cause you can't keep the knife in your whole life without light, and you can't keep the dish if you've only ever eaten fish, and you can't feel a load if it's all you've ever known. Yeah, the deep sea anglerfish has no reason to be happy, but it has no freaking idea what else to be. Dwelling anglerfish tries to find a mate. They are always there together when it's time to procreate. See, one night a young man bites a female on her side, and then slowly he becomes a sperm-producing parasite. And if we can say he lives it off, he lives until she dies, and until that day he literally never leaves her side. Oh, you can't keep the knife your whole life without light, you can't keep the dish if you've only ever eaten fish, and you can't feel a load if it's all you've ever known. Yeah, the deep sea anglerfish has no reason to be happy, but it has no freaking idea what else to be. For years this rule has kept me out of hopeless despair. You simply do not feel what is always there. As my brain to entertain, the pain is the same. That if I feel it all the time, do you really call it pain? Well, I don't have any friends and I don't have any hair, but neither does the anglerfish because it is. Like without light, you can't keep the fish if you've only ever eaten fish, and you can't feel a load if it's all you've ever known. Yeah, the deep sea anglerfish has no reason to be happy, but it has no freaking idea what else